Hey y'all, it's Jen. So I already recorded about 15 minutes worth of content and my camera started acting strange. So I'm starting over. This video I'm going to be doing a flip through my 2023 planner. A little bit of background. I was always a disc bound planner type person and wanted to do something different for 2023. I thought I would try doing a planner and a bound book form. So I did get the 2023 Passion Planner. But somewhere along my journey, I started missing the disc again. So what I did was, this was the cover of the Passion Planner that I got, and I really love the cover, but I basically took it apart and took it off the spine, and I disc punched it so that I could put it on disc again. So with that being said, I'm going to do a quick flip through. 2023, the year word of the year was simplify. You'll see later on in this video that my life has been anything but simple in the last year. My resolution for the year was to have more experiences and less stuff. I feel like I did pretty well on this up until maybe the last month or so, well, make that the last couple of months. Consumerism kind of got me. So anyway, moving on. So if you're not familiar with the Passion Planner, it is, like I said, it is a bound book, but I did take it off. And they do have a whole system. They have explanations here of how to use theirs. They have things like roadmaps or mind maps to help you set goals. They have places for you to do that type of thing. I did not use a lot of the reflection pages or goal pages. In fact, I didn't use any of those. I kind of went a little rogue and did that on my own. So I took some printables and covered a couple of the pages. I made a perpetual calendar so that I can look at some things, at a glance. I didn't quite keep this up. I filled out some of the things that happened, like birthdays and holidays and stuff, but I didn't really put in anything else in there. So this was the first week in the Passion Planner. It was from December 26th to January 1st. So this was my typical week off of work. Passion Planner, the way it's designed, this is a weekly spread. It's got all the times down the sides here. These two sections you can kind of make however you want. I made this some to-do lists, and then you'll see various different things on this part as we flip through it. So our wedding anniversary was this week. I kept track of some significant things, like one of our friends passed away. My husband had the flu, that type of thing, just to kind of, keep a little bit of memory keeping as well. So this is the first full week of January. I was back to work at this time. Like I said, here's where I did to-do lists, and then I started doing some habit tracking. So Passion Planner has free printables on their website where you can print out these things to stick in your planner if you like. So I did a habit one, and then this one was strictly for water. And I would do okay keeping track of it, but you'll see these types of things hit and miss in my books. I'm also in a a bachelor's program, and so my new semester had started, so I've got schoolwork in here, that type of thing. But you'll see it's mostly just a lot of decor, appointments, that type of thing, tracking things different ways, etc. I started getting a little more creative with my trackers over here. I enjoyed it. Now, after every month, Passion Planner has these monthly reflection pages with questions on it. I didn't do this in any of the months that I was in this planner. Okay, so the month of February, the first week of February, went okay. My husband was scheduled to have a major surgery on the 6th of February. So the week before that, everything was good. So this is the week of his surgery. I did back planning on this after everything happened, but he had a major surgery complication where he was in ICU for 2 weeks. So A lot of the things that are on here, the reason why it's decorated is because I decorated it the week ahead, knowing that we were going to be busy with you know, his surgery, and even with if everything had gone well, if he had come home, you know, I was going to be busy taking care of him then too. So like I said, all of this, with the exception of the stickers, is all back planning stuff. I wanted to kind of track some things going on. And as you see, this is the second week that he was in the hospital. This is all also back planning. It was totally blank until I went back and wrote some things down. So finally got released from the hospital, came home, and this became more like a caregiver's planner, where I had home nurse coming, physical therapy, and then in between I had some, I work partly remotely and partly in the office, and I didn't have to go into the office for like the whole month of February because I was taking care of him. So all of my meetings were all remote type stuff. It's been quite the ride. But then things started calming down. I started being able to get kind of in a groove, still taking care of his needs, but also, you know, being able to do the other things that I needed to do. And again, another monthly reflection section that I didn't do. Month of March, things improved quite a bit. He, you know, kept getting better. We were still not out of the woods, but things were getting better. Used stickers here and there. Being able to decorate my planner with stickers, you know, as he was recuperating, was really very therapeutic for me to do. I took the time for myself to actually play with my planner and stickers, just to kind of feel a little bit more normal, and it helped get my mind off of caregiving, and, you know, just something to give me a mental break. So worked out well. So I'd seen somebody on a YouTube video saying that they would use this to do like a little bit of a journal. So I thought I'd give that a go. Some more details of things that I was doing. I haven't read through this specifically in detail. I'm probably going to do that when I want to take my time and read through things and reflect on you know, what had been going on. So, but that's how I kind of started doing these pages again, making a few more notes here. And then instead of having a blank place for the reflections, having blank pages staring at me, I decided to cover, for March highlights, decided to cover it with scrapbook paper and printed out some photos. We were able to go to a concert because he was feeling much better. I led a continuing education workshop on a book review of this book. Did some other cool things together, so it was kind of like a way to remember that stuff. And then the month of April came. I was sticker happy. In the next few spreads, I just let her go. Everything that looked springy to me, I stuck it down on a page, and I am here for it, and I don't care. So I kind of still did the journal thing, but I did a lot more like highlight type of things and not as much detail. I think maybe because I don't know, it might have been just because things got busy, but funny thing, my husband wanted to throw a party here at the house with his friends to show that he was still alive, so that was the funny part of that. More of the same. So this spread, this layout, it actually works out to where you can customize it the way you want, but you'll notice that when I do spreads, I either cover the times with washi, or I'll highlight it just to make it a nice part of the shred, mainly because I don't time block. I think if I had, even though I do have meetings, I don't necessarily need to block the time about that, so I didn't really need to have the times on the side, truly. More of the kind of same thing, but then again we went back to blank monthly reflections in there. Okay, and then the month of May, this is the last full month that I was in the Passion Planner. So I had made a commitment in the beginning of 2023 to try to stay in one planner for the whole time. And the fact that I made it all the way through May speaks volumes of me, because I have been known to be a planner hopper. So the fact that I could stay in one planner for, over 5 months is pretty good for me. So, but I just found that it became, I don't know, it wasn't a joy anymore. It became more daunting to do, using this planner this way. And I think it was around maybe April or so that I decided to take it off of here and put it on this. And that was a big thing to do. And I think maybe that's what kept me going to keep planning with this, because I did a lot of work to get it off the spine. So, I didn't want to waste it. So, instead of doing memory keeping or whatever, I decided to try to start doing more like affirmation type things in here, or small prayers or something, rather than, a lot of detail. So, and it worked okay. I did it for a few weeks, along with, just appointment reminders and that sort of thing. And then this was, the end of May. I did a whole page where I used a whole crap ton of stickers. I think these are Caliva Plan stickers, and didn't write a dang thing in it. I just stickered the hell out of my pages. I think I just was just over it. So, decided that I really wanted to go back to just disc-bound planning and vertical things. So these are inserts from the Organized Money. She has several different kinds of planners, and the good thing about these are all undated, so I got several of different layouts that she has, and have been trying them all to see which ones I like. And I found that for me, some of them work for a while and some of them don't, so that being able to change layouts for a while was a good thing for me. So she also has it in it where it's timed, and I started to time block a little bit. I did okay with it, but it didn't last. It didn't last. But I enjoyed, writing in it and trying some new things and different things. So you'll see, where there are things where I've made, pages up, and I may or may not have decorated them for whatever. She had some extra pages where she would have a monthly plan page where you could put like a, in the beginning of your month, you could put like goals for the month or whatever. I have some months later on that I've decorated that I'll show you, but I didn't for this month for some reason. And I don't know what happened here. I'm not sure. This is the month of June. Oh, I know what it was, because I was using, she has a vertical layout, and then she had the hourly layout, and I was using them all, trying to see what I wanted to do. So this one I used at the same time as the other one. I found that I didn't really need to have that many layouts at the same time. So, and it's some memory keeping here. We had another friend that passed away not too long ago before the other friend that passed away. We had one that passed away December 23rd and the other one that passed away December 28th in the same year. So, but her memorial was years later, or months later. So, yep. So a lot of experimentation. So I did some daily pages here. Also, she has a good way that you can, if you have a particularly busy day, or if you need to track something in particular, more details, you can write down a particular schedule. I think I was helping with a special project at work, and needed to break down the time a little bit more, In fact, I think that's what this whole week was. That's the whole reason why I did these planner sheets. And the good thing about the planner sheets is that you use them if you need them, and then when you don't need them, you don't have to use them. You can just use them to fill in on those particularly busy days. Okay, I had to take a quick swig. So, that's kind of what happened there. And then, so she has a vertical layout. She has an hourly layout. She also has like a monthly layout, which basically it's just the calendar, and then it gives you several pages. So I wanted to use this. I was getting ready to do a book review presentation on Atomic Habits by James Clear, so I was making all my notes in here. So this was good use of this, but that's pretty much what I use that for. And then this is what I was talking about. This is the monthly page that you can do. You know what your word of the month is. This, you know, the highlights of the month. Some other, like, I have my professional organization. I had some deadlines. Put a quote, that kind of thing. This was kind of nice to do. It was fun. So there's the month of July. We were on vacation for a part of this, so and so I was using 2 or 3 different layouts at once to see what was gonna work the best for me this time. So and then there's August. I did something similar again to see word of the month, balance. This was when I started a new semester, so I was trying to balance everything together. This was kind of fun to do, to just make it look pretty and that type of thing. So I used the vertical layout where I kept the top part was for like the meetings that I had, or meetings or appointments. Middle was doodle of the day, and then I did my to-do list at the bottom. This kind of worked out pretty well, and I might implement something like this in the new year. And I kept the doodle of the day through the whole month of August, I think. I started stickering less and using highlighters more, and I think I like the way it turned out. It definitely didn't make my planner super chunky or bulky. Worked out pretty well. And I missed some days, obviously, on my my doodles of the day, but you know, that's okay. We can't always bat 1,000. And then the other type of layout she has is also a horizontal layout, and I started using that to do more of my spiritual type things, like my affirmations, prayers, whatever spirit in my spirit that I wanted to get out on paper. So so I did a lot of that. So I started to try to do gratitude doodles. And some of them worked out and some of them didn't. So I did it for a few weeks. It was kind of cute, but I found I'm not that much of a doodler. So anyway, more the same, more decorative, more spiritual oriented type stuff. That's pretty much it. September, same kind of thing. I really liked this is the only sticker book that I bought, and that was a fall book from Cal of a Plan, and I loved all the colors in it, so I definitely made use of all that. So I liked it a lot, and I started using it also a little more memory keeping type thing. I had my hair done with some different colors in it, so that turned out pretty good. More of the same kind of stuff. I was getting ready to go to a week-long convention, so I kind of made some plans that way. And then something happened, and I fell off the wagon for that last week of September. I think I came back kind of tired from that conference, so I just didn't do anything. But October kicked in. Started putting things down, used more things from that book from Caliber Plan. Started using my mod liners a little more too, color coordinating, that type of thing. Started trying to see if I could do like work time versus like commute time and personal time and sleeping. I don't know. I can see how it would help some folks, and maybe this was just something I was trying, and I don't know. I don't think it worked that well, but anyway, so more of the same. I think I got rid of the highlighting the page to death kind of thing. Pretty much the month of October was that way. And then I really hadn't done like the regular planning that I had been doing before. I just kind of gave up on it. I just didn't do anything on the weekly. That around this time is when I started thinking and exploring about what I wanted to do for 2024. And this is where the consumerism bug bit me in the hiney, and I just went a little bit crazy. I ended up getting about 4 or 5 different planners, and I'm not using all of them, but I'm going to use quite a few of them. And I guess, I don't know, I guess you won't know if something's going to work for you until you try it, and maybe that was the idea I had. Also, I had kind of gone off my no spend in regards to planner items. I think because I was trying to prepare for 2024, at least that's the excuse I'm using right now. And so I just bought things that I saw influencers show us, and I don't know. I feel like I've made good choices for this year, although I may have done like an overkill a little bit because I'm not doing one particular type of planner. Again, I'm doing a couple of different ones, and you'll see more about what I mean when I do my 2024 lineup. But anyway, things got a little bit crazier, and I just didn't do any kind of weekly planning here. I do keep for appointments and that type of thing, I do keep an Outlook calendar, so I didn't miss anything. I just didn't really document much of anything, but that's okay. Although that's not entirely true, I did a lot of stuff. This is a Passion Planner journal. It's just a dot grid, so I guess most of my planning ended up being in here after a certain point. I would do weekly spreads and that type of thing. I was watching a lot of Jesse Kern videos and getting some ideas that way. So I can't say that I didn't do any kind of planning. I just didn't do anything in here. But I've got a lot of notes on different things, did different kind of layouts. And this was kind of cool because when this is a blank notebook and you're just kind of doing the next indicated thing, like if you need a weekly spread, or if you need to make notes for a meeting or that kind of thing, you can just turn to the next blank page and start doing. That actually was kind of cool. But I did notice that it was hard to find some things that I needed, and it still kind of is. And I started an index, but indexes kind of fall by the wayside as well. So I can't say I didn't do any kind of planning. It looks like that I really just started doing all of my quote-unquote planning in this bullet journal, which is fine, but I also found that I do like the discipline of having printed stuff too. So when I talk more about my 2024 lineup, I'll tell you a little more, but this particular Bujo's got some extra pages for me to make some notes and play with. So disregard everything I said about not doing any planning the last couple of months of the year, because that's not true. It's just all in here. Anyway, the end of this planner basically had some things that I tried to do. So I was trying to do a book tracker. I've only read like 3 or 4 books this year, and I haven't completed this at all. I might, take a few minutes before the end of the year and complete it, but we'll see. And then I'm going to do a whole video on my no-buy, on how things went. Some things I'm super happy with, some things, not so much, but you'll hear about that later. And then I did just some collage type things. These are cutouts from a page-a-day calendar like this that had a lot of this type of thing, and I saved the things I really liked and started just doing some, crafty little type of things. And I still have some extra blank pages and some more of those that I can do that with, so I probably will. But anyway, that is my 2023 planning lineup. And I think when I archive this book, probably what I'm going to do when I archive this, I'm going to take it, this is a good cover, it's a Happy Planner cover. I want to take the cover off so I can use it at a different time. Take them off metal discs. I have a whole stash of discs that I can archive this stuff on, and then I'll put it on my bookshelf, and I usually keep my planners for a while until I basically run out of room on the bookshelf, and then I figure out how to archive the rest of it. But for now, that's probably what I'll do. But that's a 2024 me plan. And really, that's pretty much it. That is my 2023 flip through. And I'm glad that you all joined me for this. I appreciate it. I'm hoping to make more content in 2024, some more consistent things, just so that you can see. They probably won't all be videos this long. I'll probably stick to more shorter form content because that's kind of what my life and schedule dictate. But I'm really glad that you guys looked at this, and I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would sure appreciate it if you would. If you'll hit the thumbs up for a like, it'll help the algorithm. If you'll hit the notification bell, you'll know when I make more videos like this. And once again, I appreciate you all watching. Have a great day.